back. I'm Lisandra.
I'm Karina, and we are your hosts for the Unfiltered Journeys podcast.
So excited. We're going to get a theme song and everything going at some point here, guys.
Yeah.
Bear with us. We're taking baby steps here.
Yes, we're limited on the budget, you
Yeah,
know?
Yeah, exactly. There's only the two of us. We
Right.
have no employees yet. Okay?
Not yet,
So
not
we'll
yet.
get there one day. One day.
Right. From our lips to God's ears.
Yes.
It'll get there.
We are going to actually pause, do our prayer, and then we'll come back into it. Give us. We're back.
We're back.
Quick prayer today.
Yes. That's our special guest. He is in the background.
He's our little special guest. Yes. Yeah. Today's episode, I saw a video and I just wanted to kind of talk about it. I sent it to Karina at like 2 a.m. I think. It was a ridiculous time. And I was like, oh, this just spoke to me and I need to get
talk
this
about
out.
it.
I feel like it is on my heart. But the girl was pretty much saying, I don't know who this is for, but you need to stop doing work on yourself, essentially. And she wasn't saying it in a sense of don't work on yourself, don't heal, don't get better. She was saying it in the sense of whoever it is that this message is for, I can see that you are somebody who is overworked and you have done so much work into yourself and pouring into yourself and trying to heal and fix and do all the things. And there becomes a point where you have to stop looking for the things to fix, essentially, is what she was saying. And I felt so convicted. Oh my gosh. And mainly because the second that she said it, I thought of my therapist. Because my therapist has told me this exact thing before. And I feel like when she said it, I heard her, but I don't know that it sank in and resonated so much. But then when I heard it on this random TikTok, then I was like, wait a minute. This is what my therapist has been trying to tell me and talk to me about, because I am such a self accountability. Let's fix it. If there's anything that I could do to make myself better and fix myself for relationships, for work, for anything at all, I'm like, okay, cool, let's do it. Let's download all of the information. And it becomes a thing where I'm just constantly like busy doing something, some self-help, whatever, I guess, if you want to call it that. But she was saying that if you are constantly looking for something to fix, that's what you're going to be given. So God, the universe, whatever you believe in, is going to keep giving you those things. And it made me think immediately like power of the tongue. You know what I mean? Power of the tongue. If you are constantly saying, okay, yeah, I need to fix this, this is something I need to do, or looking for whatever, that's what you are going to have. Right. Like God is going to be like, okay, yeah, sure, bet, here you go. Like that's exactly what you're going to have. This is exactly what you have to fix. So I think I need to take a step back from overworking and trying to fix everything and focus on all of the good, all of the positives, all of the things that I do well. And my therapist, I told her this because I saw her earlier today too. So I told her about the video and I told her I thought of her immediately. And she said that what she what she does to kind of replace that, because she's very similar, she likes to sit there and think, what are the things that I love to do? What are the things that are positive for me? So like going to the gym, for example. Yeah. And then in those things that you love, you are still going to be bettering yourself in some way.
Oh my gosh, that's actually really good.
Crazy.
Okay, that's now I get it, because at first I was like, huh? But yes, I get it. Yes,
it was a whole. This TikTok was like 5 minutes long, so I'm listening to this girl speak, and I'm like, hold on, I'm literally getting like this whole everything is
Like
downloading
realization.
right
Yeah.
in my brain real
Yeah,
time.
like you were ready to hear the message. Like it
Girl,
was for you that night.
yes. Yes. And I just felt like it's perfect timing and everything because for me where I'm at, like I'm in this space of
Guys, our special guest
he's
wants
singing
to
Paw Patrol for you.
wants to
Paw
be
Patrol.
featured. Paw Patrol, if you're looking to sponsor, we have somebody
Yes,
for
we
you.
do. We've got a little guru running around over here.
So cute.
But yes, I feel like I am in a space of just I feel so ready for whatever it is that's to come. And I
Mhm.
feel so heavily on my heart. I don't know why. Also talking to my therapist about this morning that so many good things are coming and I don't know exactly what and I don't know
Mhm.
exactly when,
Yes.
but I do feel like my career is about to expand and be exactly what it is that I need. I
Yes.
do feel
Amen.
like in love, I am going to be experiencing something that is just far beyond what I have ever experienced before.
Mm.
And whether that's
Yes.
whether that is a relationship with another person or even just a relationship with myself and with God and all of that, and strengthening that relationship,
Yeah. That's where it
that would
starts.
be right. Exactly. Like that to me is perfectly fine. I'm in a space that, I mean, I think I even said it on our last episode that I'm not looking for love or anything.
Mhm.
I'm kind of just letting go and letting God,
Mhm.
and the people who are supposed to be aligned with me
Right.
are going to be. I know that was a whole lot. You guys had to see my brain going off at 2 a.m. I was like, oh my gosh,
Right, but
seriously.
that's good
I
because look at everything that
know.
you brought to the table today.
Oh
Like,
my god, it was truly like very convicting for me, for sure.
yeah. I guess
So
like
what
I
about
have
you? Like,
questions.
oh,
Okay.
okay.
I think like for me, I don't like I get it, right?
Mhm.
But I feel like I need like a little bit more explanation
Mhm.
in terms of like maybe in the healing process that you were going through with your therapist, right?
Mhm.
In my own healing journey, I guess I guess now look like maybe what I'm trying to explain is maybe the feeling to see
Mhm.
if it's the same. It's like when you're in that process, I guess for me it was like early, not early stages, but maybe somewhere not so beginning, but somewhere there where I was like
Mhm.
that awareness was starting to open up,
Right.
where I kind of felt like I was the problem
Mhm.
and like everything became like everything I do is a problem. Everything like
Mhm.
I can't do anything right. So is that kind of like what you're explaining in a sense where it's like you start analyzing yourself to the extent where you kind of like stay in this phase in your healing journey where things keep coming up that you got to fix, but then it's like one thing after another after another after another. I'm right?
100%.
Yeah, like I
That's kind of like spot on exactly. Like
okay.
anytime I would, and I think again, I think I've also mentioned this in another episode
Mhm.
that for me, I think relationships is where I need the most work. I need to strengthen my discernment because for me, I tend to attach to the people that I feel like God will probably bring me to, right? I do think that He brings me to somebody to maybe plant a seed and dip. And then I'm like, no, I'm attached here. Like, I love them. Like, I need to stay.
Mhm.
And so things will end up not working out or something. And then I internalize instead of just realizing, okay, this person has been through a lot and they're on a different healing journey than me. So they're not aligned completely with me
Mm.
right now. And maybe it's just not meant to be either at all or for the time being, whatever that
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Um, I would start internalizing instead of doing that. And I
Okay.
would be like, what did I do wrong? Like why am
Mm.
I'm the problem in
See,
some
so
way.
that's where we're different because for me, it was more of like my past. I
Mm-hmm.
was attaching to the old ways of who I was in a
Mhm.
sense, right? Where it's like, I guess I okay, like, I always like thought of myself as being like, I'm good. Like, I'm not crazy. Like
Yeah.
before you go to therapy, you're like, I'm good. Like, I'm not crazy. I don't know what they talking about. I'm good, literally, right? And it was like a humbling thing for me because it was like, ooh, girl, you a little toxic,
Yeah.
kind of like that. Like some of the
Mhm.
behaviors that you have are not healthy. So it was for me like, it was more of like me as a person and an
Mhm.
individual being like, damn, like, and then it was like, I really took that personally
Right.
because this whole time I'm like, I'm good. Like, what are they talking about?
Yeah.
But then when like you go to therapy and they really make you analyze like how you react to those situations or things like that, it made me realize that sometimes I was behaving out of like protecting myself
Right.
and not realizing that by protecting myself I was hurting other people.
100%.
So it was like me stuck in that, like, I'm so awful. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like things were coming up, and especially like, like with my husband. And I didn't like realize it until like, I'm like, oh my gosh, like he put up with all this. Like,
He put up with all this.
yeah, like in a
That's such a
sense.
blessing too, though, to be able to have somebody go through that entire journey with you and see you in what you feel is like the worst version of
Mm-hmm.
yourself through to the best version of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I had a friend post something today that said essentially, it's such a beautiful thing to see the person that you have like prayed and left to God and been like, God, I leave them at your feet and I pray that they heal and fix and prosper and do all of the things and see them through that whole journey.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, it's such a beautiful sight. And I was like, that's so true. And
Yeah.
I'm realizing that's exactly what you have when you have that life partner that you
Mm-hmm.
pretty much started with and now
Yeah.
going
And
through the whole journey with.
it is a blessing, and I think sometimes when you're in like a hurt space, right? Or you're like still like, so you got to think about like when you're betrayed by the
Mm-hmm.
people that were like supposed to like take care of you, protect you, all of those things.
Right.
And then you're going out into the world now and meeting strangers, friends, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You carry on these like coping mechanisms, right? And
Right.
these walls of layers, like he had to climb up so many walls. But
Right.
it's just like without me even consciously like being aware, it was like, wow, like I can't even believe how good you've been to me. Like I didn't even see it at the
Right.
time because like again, me thinking I'm good, like why do I need
Right.
to go to
The
therapy?
blinders are on. The
Right,
blinders are on.
definitely. So it was definitely a moment of, and it's been moments, not just a moment, but moments of God like really humbling me and being like, you need to put in some work. You need to, like, if you want to make this work, if you want to like continue, I guess in a way I felt like I disappointed God in a sense,
Mm-hmm.
because but I wasn't aware of it. So, it's like a lot of like things I had to like remove that guilt also once I was healing, because I was like
Right.
feeling guilty that I even like reacted in certain ways or had certain behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
But I literally wasn't aware that like those behaviors were causing that effect
Right.
until it was brought to my awareness. So it was just like, it's a lot. Like, that's all I could say. Like, for me, it was a personal, like, humbling where I think now more than ever, like, 5, 6, maybe now it's been like, I think close to like 7 years in
Mm-hmm.
total, where like I've been really like humbling myself and telling
Right.
myself, like, girl, like, chill, breathe it out, calm down, don't judge, you don't know what they're going, and also having a lot more respect and gratefulness, and just like I say it all the time, my man has been like the biggest blessing for me
Right.
in my life, because like he's literally, other than God, has been like that anchor for me in like my healing journey,
Mm-hmm.
and he's seen me through the very beginning to like now. you know? So it's like, that has to be for me like the greatest gift that I've received from God. She's in mommy mode right now.
Oh
So,
my
yeah,
goodness.
it's okay.
Yeah, no, I don't think
But for me, it
it's
was
so
like
funny because I feel
personal.
like it's so opposite. We're
Yeah.
always so opposite. Because for me, I don't think I needed humbling at all, and I say that very humbly.
She's like,
No, I
no.
didn't need humbling at all. That was never my problem. I've never been a person where I'm like, I'm good, and I
Yeah.
don't like. I've never been that.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been, especially when dealing with other people. It's always been, no, I'm the problem. I am the
And
problem.
you like
So
immediately blamed yourself.
right, exactly. So humbling was not the. I was humbling myself my whole life and probably didn't need
And
to.
then God's now asking you to put some respect on your name.
Exactly. He says, "Step in your power, sis. I already told her you're beautifully
Mm-hmm.
and wonderfully made. So stop
Right.
telling yourself that you're less."
Right.
And that's what I mean by that video convicting me and saying that it's time to stop working so much
Much. And
on
actually
yourself.
enjoy yourself in a sense,
Right,
right? Yeah.
right. Like you've been through this whole journey. You've
Yeah,
healed. You've done
girl.
all the work.
You've
You've
done
done
the
all the
best you
things.
can with everything that you've been given. And that's
Right.
exhausting to constantly be in that, like, constantly be in that damage control mode type of vibe.
Right.
Like, that's like too much. It's like draining all the
Mhm.
time. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, it takes a lot of energy to even put energy into that, going through therapy, reliving certain things,
Right.
talking about certain things. Like, some things come up during therapy that you don't even know where it came from, but it just came out, and now you're like pouring your heart out, and you're like, what the heck?
Right.
And then after, like, the drain that comes after, like, where you're just like, I don't want to do anything.
for
I don't want to talk to
sure.
anybody. I just cried my eyes out. I just found out I have other trauma that I gotta deal with now. Like, it is draining. So I think, like, I get that piece, and I think I've kind of come out of it as well, where now I'm like, I'm just like enjoying life, because I'm like,
Right.
I finally got my peace back. And I think that's what you're kind of getting to, I feel like, right?
For sure.
Like, you're getting your peace back within yourself.
And it's not even just the peace. I think it's that I think when I'm in that mode of constantly looking at myself, I'm the problem, all of
Yeah.
these things, it stops me from looking at the other person.
Mm.
Because now I'm only like, this is all my fault. None of this is your fault. This is all my fault. Now I'm taking all of the accountability and not giving you any share in this. And so then what that does is it stops me from being able to strengthen that discernment.
Yeah.
Because how can I sit here and realize, oh, okay, God wanted me to experience this because these are the things I need to stay away from in the future, but I'm not looking at you.
Yeah.
So now
You're
I'm
not even paying
missing the
attention.
lesson every
Mhm.
single time because I'm constantly like, no, 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 it's me, it's me, it's me.
Mhm.
And so I think that God was finally just like, listen, sis, all right, like,
Yeah.
yes, you had some shit that you had to fix, but now maybe let's reel it back. You're fixed, you're healed, you're all of the things.
Right, right, right.
You love through all of these things.
And you're a great person, honestly. Like, I think sometimes we don't give ourselves credit.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, we have to sometimes be graceful too. You know what I mean?
100%.
And literally, like, we're doing the best that we can. I think that's kind of how I like been getting through life lately. It's just like, God, I know I have certain things that I need to work on, but, like, I'm doing the best I can to, like, get there, like, little by little. Like, I think sometimes we try to rush the process, even during our healing, and there's things that are going to take more time than others. Maybe we got through certain things quicker, but there's other things that may come up that God needs you to take your time with. You know what I mean? So you got to be like patient through that too.
Dear Lord, patience.
Yeah, definitely. I think being patient is kind of where I'm at right now, because it's like, okay, like, I mean, I know you guys, we talked about the first episode of things with, like, me not having a relationship with some of my family, like my parents. And I went through maybe like that big chunk of it was basically mourning those relationships and going through therapy to kind of get me through that. And then through that, learning that I myself needed to work on things,
Right.
because
Yeah.
of those relationships that caused things and me to react and protect myself in certain ways. So it's like I had to like go through all of that draining, crying, guilt. I had to let go of all those like negative attachments that I had to those relationships, and unlearn everything that I learned through those relationships. So yeah, it now I'm in a time where it's like, okay, so I did like 5 years of work, like straight on, like no break.
Right.
I deserve a break. I deserve to just like chill, enjoy my friends. Like I finally have a group of friends that I love, do
Mhm.
things that I love, like you know what I
Right.
mean, which is
Yeah.
kind of like what your therapist was talking about.
Mhm.
And through doing these things, not only one, are we getting more confident about where we're going in terms of what God has planned for us,
Right.
but two, we're also I feel like for me, it's showing me more and more what my gift is, what God has gifted me, and how I'm going to use that gift to help other people and serve other
Mhm.
people.
Right.
So it's like I've been now able to do that by dedicating that time to the things that I love because I've done the work, and now I'm taking a moment to myself, and
Right.
enjoying it.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, like like this is the fruit of all of that.
Right.
It's
Exactly.
finally being
Right.
like my
For
circle is
sure.
healthy, my life is healthy, I'm healthy, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think like you're getting there, like like
Yeah.
where you feel like everything's coming together, and you're gonna be in that moment, and you're gonna be like, let me enjoy it now.
Right. Exactly. I think I'm just more like, not even like the let me enjoy it, because I feel like I enjoy every moment of my life, even when I've been going through like all the hard stuff.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
always enjoy
but there's a different joy
the
though.
things. I think what it is for me now, it's not that at all. It's for me now, I feel like the love and grace that I've been giving to
It's
everybody
coming
else,
back to
I'm
you.
now giving to myself. Not even that it's
Oh,
coming back to me, but I am now, instead of giving that and like pouring that out to other people constantly,
I get that.
I am now giving that to myself,
Mm-hmm.
and it feels so peaceful in that sense. It has
Mm-hmm.
literally nothing to do with like enjoying life and in all of these things. I've done that my whole life. No matter what it is I'm going through, I'm not gonna
Yeah, yeah,
ever allow
anybody or
people or
anything, yeah, yeah.
outside things to stop me from being able to live my life and enjoy the moments and all of those things, because I think life passes us by way too fast. And
Mm-hmm.
so that would be to me very tragic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But for sure now it's the being able to love myself on a different level than I ever have,
Yes.
being able to pour all of that energy and effort and all the things that I was giving to other people into myself. And now I don't even care, kind of. I don't
About
care if
everybody else,
somebody
yeah.
else, like, if I'm in a relationship and I'm rejected in some way.
It wasn't for you. That's how you
Right.
gotta take it. Like it
Right,
wasn't for me.
exactly. God clearly had a different plan.
Yep.
No love lost. There's no hate
And
here.
that's how you gotta look at everything when it
Keep it
comes to
pushing.
people, opportunities, maybe certain things that we wanted out of life that didn't happen that way. It's just like it wasn't meant for you.
Right.
There's a bigger plan. That's how I always like to think about it. There's something bigger waiting for you. Something bigger that God has like waiting for you.
Exactly. For
So
sure.
yeah, I think that's really good though. That's really awesome and exciting.
Definitely
You know,
exciting. I mean, I'm excited to see what the future looks like walking in
yeah.
within that kind of power now.
Mm-hmm. And it's gonna be so different. And I guess that's what I meant when I mean like enjoy life. I think it's just like when you have it changes the mindset and the way you
Hmm.
look at life too. You know what I mean?
Right.
It
Yeah.
kind of like you're always gonna enjoy your life, but now there's like I don't know how to explain it, but
Right.
it's like
I just think it's
it's
new. That's
difference.
it.
Yeah, like
Right.
there's
It's
like a
not, yeah,
difference.
it's not anything like now there's like this
New
new
joy into
joy to
life.
life.
No, no,
Right.
no.
It's
It's
just
like
now there is a new chapter. to
Exactly.
experience
It's
it
like
in life.
something exactly. It's like
For
you're
sure.
turning a page.
Right.
And it's like that's done. Now let's see what else is in store.
Exactly,
That's
yes.
kind of like what I meant, that
Yeah,
feeling.
I'm picking up a cat now.
Yeah, that feeling, and it's exciting.
Right.
It's exciting. Aww.
You want some snackies? Okay. Go sit down. I'll give you snackies in a minute. Sure. She'll give you snackies? Okay.
Ooh,
Okay. Sorry, guys.
snackies.
Mommy mode.
I like that. Can I have some snackies
I
too?
have some snackies for you if you But yeah, no, it's honestly, I'm just excited. I'm
Yeah.
really, honestly.
Yeah. No, it is exciting. And it's I don't know. I feel like everything's aligned, even with what we're doing right now. Like
For sure.
it just feels different. That's how I can only explain it feels different. Like everything feels just like it's supposed to be. Like it feels like we've been doing this not for nothing. Like I feel like we've been doing this
forever now?
forever, and it's only been like 2 or 3 times.
I know, literally.
But it
This
really
is
feels like,
the
all right, what are we talking about today? Let's go, boom, 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 boom. Okay,
Right,
good. Like
exactly.
you know, like it just feels like that.
Effortless. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So,
Anything else you have to add?
girl, I don't know. Like I guess I was thinking about like what can we lead this with, right? Like for the next one. So basically what we talked about is like not over internalizing things and trying to like give yourself love and grace. Right. Okay. So for me in terms of that, let's continue into that love and grace and being, I guess what comes with God and having that relationship is that gentleness towards yourself, that grace, that love. Yeah. And like how that has changed. Like I feel like for me, it gave me more of like femininity that I didn't have before. Right. Where to be honest, like I wasn't like all about like what I look like in terms, sure, yeah. You know, like I felt like I didn't even care if like I was getting bruised up and stuff like that, because like it was like my mind and my body were like 2 different things.
Oh my god, that's the next episode. This is the next episode topic, because when I tell you that is, stay tuned guys, because that's actually really that wow. So many things just flood the brain. We don't have these conversations before we come on.
Yeah, so we just let our convos flow.
Yeah, we kind of just let this thing flow, and I literally just got so much in my brain at once. Everything is firing off. Oh my gosh. Stay tuned for
our next episode. Guys. You guys got a little teaser of what it was going to be about. So, like always, guys, make sure you subscribe to our channel, like it, comment below, tell us what you loved, what you didn't love, tell us what you want to talk about next, and kick it off. Finish it off.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for sitting through with us, especially if you're still here. If you're still here, make sure that you drop a blue butterfly in the comments or something like that. We want to see. We want to see who stayed. But we love you guys. Thank you again, as always, for joining us. And
see you guys next time.